Son spends $275,000 of dad's money on virtual girlfriend. Chat, it's time for true crime.
In mid-2018, 29-year-old Grant was unemployed, living rent-free
I love
in
JCS
his
so
parents'
much.
guest house in the rural village of Chuliota,
Bro, rent-free? Damn, it's just like my haters.
Florida. He had not once
Damn it.
lived on his own and had recently been kicked out of an anesthesiology school for lack of attendance and also fired from a job as a nurse for stealing medication. It was around that time when he decided to experiment with a
Bro, if you're a nurse, that's such... They have cameras in there, man. You think you can really get away with that? Bro, you can barely get away with stealing an apple from an Aldi. How are you gonna get away with stealing medication from a hospital? They take that so seriously, they'll slap you.
Online cam sites. These platforms
Nice.
differ from regular porn sites in that they are interactive. Instead of watching a pre-recorded video, users can solicit live performances from models in exchange for money. This allows
Wait a minute, that's what I do.
individuals to watch whatever acts they want, but at a price. Using his brother's credit card, he browsed through multiple cam models, spending an average of 20 minutes on each one. Yet it was on the 5th of June when forensics discovered he came in contact with a performer who went by the stage name of Sylvie. And over the following 6 months, Grant would spend over $200,000 of his family's money on this one model.
Okay, how do you not clock on that your money is being drained at that point? Listen, I know people don't look at their bank accounts every day, but you'd think by the 100,000th dollar, someone would be like, something's not right here. How do you have so much money that you can just drop 100 grand and you don't even get like a notification? Oh, anything? Isn't this the bank's fault? So what's going on?
The entirety of his father's life savings that he had saved up.
The entire... No, okay. This doesn't sound right. How can you drop your entire life savings without anyone in the family getting so much as a notification as to what is happening?
Working as a pharmacist for over 30 years was gone. He had spent $60,000 from his brother's credit card and had also taken a $65,000 loan out on the house. When his family found out, instead of calling the police, Grant was sent to a behavioral rehabilitation facility for online porn addiction.
The more we try to run from shame, the stronger it becomes.
What is going on? You see that naked lady over there? Don't look at her. Swim out to sea in a raft instead.
His father presented him with a 2-page list of rules he was required to follow if he wanted to continue living at home. One of the conditions was that he cease all communication with Sylvia immediately, but it took just 3 weeks for the family to discover that he had broken the contract and re-established contact with the model via Twitter. On January...
Wait, so you're telling me that actually swimming out to sea in a raft doesn't cure your porn addiction? What? No, that's crazy. That should have worked. Are we sure that he went out in the raft? He did go out in the raft, didn't he? Like he went out into the sea on the raft and there was waves and stuff, right? Because that should have worked. I can't think of any reason why that wouldn't have worked.
24th, when Chad Amato got home from work, he reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a physical altercation. Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own. Shortly before 9 a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls. They arrived at the residence at 9:17
where is he working right now?
And once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor.
No, I thought this was a non-murder one. Oh, I thought this was going to be a little bit easy. I thought this was just going to be, oh, he spent a lot of money. Uh-oh. I thought it was a non-murder. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I guess it's right, murder time.
Wounds
Okay.
to the head from a 9mm handgun. Grant
Jesus
became
Christ. Sylvie, what did you do? It was Sylvie that did it.
Prime suspect, as a witness statement from Cody's girlfriend advised police of the confrontation that had occurred the night before, as well as the collection of bizarre circumstances that had led to that point. He was traced to a hotel in Orlando.
Wait, is that him?
Sir, we appreciate that.
Bro, what is wrong with his tracksuit?
So we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct?
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have any weapons, we'll get those restraints off of you. We're confident you've been cooperative, everything's good, so we appreciate that very much. It goes a long ways.
He immediately agreed to accompany them to the police station and sit down for an interview. Reports stated that he wasn't made aware of his family's demise, nor was he advised as to what the purpose of the interview was for. Grant himself didn't once inquire.
I mean, I'm sure he has a bit of an idea, to be
Just
honest.
reportedly sat silent in the back seat of an unmarked police car, staring out the window for the entire journey to the police station.
Okay, here's the thing about criminals. Even if you do the crime, you have to you have to deny it immediately, right? So in this police car, he's been taken away by police. They haven't told him why. He's just sitting in the back like, some nice birds out today. Wonderful weather we're having. Mud crabs. Do you know the high elves? The whole time, you should be saying, what am I being detained for? What happened? What's happening? Why am I being taken to the police station? I don't understand. This makes no sense. I don't get it. What was happening? Because if you don't, it just makes you seem guilty, right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Some people are taught not to talk to the cops at all. I think it's okay to be like, what am I being arrested for?
Coke or anything?
As long as you keep things pretty simple. They say don't talk to the police because you don't want to incriminate yourself or say something that can be used against you, because if you accidentally say something that you misremember and then you're like, something happened slightly different later on. I went down the slide at 2:17 when actually you went down the slide at 2:19. Then that can be used against you. But you want to be at least asking like, what's going on? Like, why am I being arrested?
No. I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm here.
Just to restate, he has not been told, nor given any insinuation as to why he is sitting inside an interrogation room, and has not once inquired himself.
Hey, we really
So
appreciate
weird.
your effort with us, and any time during this you need to stop and go to the bathroom, want a drink, then just let me know, and we'll be happy to get you. My name is Danny.
Cracking open a brewski with the boys.
I'm a deputy Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Is Eva.
The investigator's initial plan is to establish a friendly connection with the suspect, which can often be a highly effective tactical procedure to elicit a more detailed discourse. Yet on this occasion, something seems to get lost in the endeavor, which you'll just have to see for yourself when the time comes. This
You can establish a rapport with the intended suspect by giving them action
is
figures.
one of the most fascinatingly aggravating interrogations to ever be released into the public domain.
Oh, nice. A fascinatingly aggravating interrogation. Cool. Are we talking from the criminal perspective or from the interrogator perspective?
Talk a little bit, and we'll get this in and out, be on our way. Okay. Full name.
My full name is Grant Tiernan Amato.
Collecting basic info.
What degree, especially nursing degree, what you do, or?
I have like other certifications.
Uh-huh.
With that, like I primarily
A certification
worked
in
hospital
murder.
for, I think 5 or 6 years. Well, I was accused of grand theft of the third degree back in June of 2018. There was no evidence ever presented. All the charges were dropped.
There was no evidence. You
I
think
had
they have
been
like
applying for
camera
jobs
evidence
for
or
the
something?
last couple weeks. I'd gotten like 3 or 4 callbacks,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went on a job interview yesterday for a home infusion nurse job.
What time was you?
Home infusion?
It was scheduled for 10. I got there at around 9 in the
Okay.
morning.
The family was already dead.
At about 9:45.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was all good. They didn't have anything. They said that they'd probably be getting back to me by Tuesday or Thursday.
He's just having a casual
Get back to
conversation.
work?
Yeah, because I mean, it's a crappy world when you don't have any money.
Is he just saying that like, oh, they probably just want to be friends with me. They probably just want to hang out and have a little convo. It's just nice to be able to talk to someone and really have a human-to-human conversation with someone. It's been a while, It's been a while since I killed my parents. I mean, been a while since I have seen, a lot of people, family. I haven't seen family recently because I don't see them anymore because I got kicked out.
Do anything, so.
Financially, how's the nursing what you did? I'm sorry, I just don't know that much. She knows a lot more about nursing. The nursing, how does it pay? How does it pay?
If you work your standard 12 hours a week, you get anywhere between, I'd say, $45,000 and $55,000 a year. So
Okay.
It's not bad. I think
It's all right. Pretty good money, that.
$55,000.
55.
Because I rarely worked overtime.
There's no
Right.
way he's 27 years old.
I had the whole plan of going to graduate school,
Mhm.
so I was just kind of using it as a stepping stone
Right.
to that time.
Just to pay the bills to
Right.
get you where you gotta.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
And what you were going for, what does that pay?
Nurse anesthesia pays, base like about 150 up to 175.
Okay. High
This
school.
is such an interesting
I went
conversation.
to Timber Creek.
How were you raised?
You got some ways to go to high school.
In the first 2 years of college, I was A, B, C.
Dude, I just can't imagine in any scenario where if I get arrested by the police and they ask me where I went to high school, I'm just gonna be like, Why are you asking me this? I don't even know why I'm here. What's going on? Why are you asking me what interviews I'm having or how much they make on salary? What's all this about?
Honors in the major program for UCF. Girlfriends. I had...
Oh, I see where this is going. He's slowly turning it from work to personal life to relationship, which relates and ties into the family. Okay, I get what you're doing, Mr. Bold Policeman.
My high school sweetheart, girlfriend, for about 5 years. And then ever since then, no, like, official girlfriends, no flings or anything like that.
Dates here and there.
Dates occasionally, but, I mean, not really. Kind of focused on, like, just getting through the life goals that, I wanted to achieve.
What do you like to do?
What do I like to do? I like to watch anime.
Oh, I like to go on fan sites. Oh, the first thing you said was watch anime. Oh, no. Anime enjoyers are down bad on this one.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what it is.
I mean...
I thought you said MMA. I'm like, okay, and then when you start explaining to it...
Bro, he thought he meant enemas. Yeah, I like to watch enemas.
I heard it like now.
It's animated,
Don't say cartoons. Don't say cartoons.
No!
No!
Japanese cartoons. It is
Damn it.
Japanese.
Why did he...
It's
It's not cartoons. It's animation, but it's not cartoons. Cartoons are for kids.
Yeah.
You speak Japanese?
I was going to say, do you understand?
I don't. I understand a few words. We actually just went to, me, my brother, and one of my friends, or I guess friends from high school. We went to Japan.
In fact, how long have you been out of work?
I've been out of work for 6 months, since June.
How did you pay? That's a lot of money to be out of work.
My brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Other hobbies. PlayStation and Call of Duty are listed as two separate things. Yeah, I like PlayStation and also separately, which is not related at all. I like Call of Duty.
The only other game that we really played was Fortnite, but then that was starting to like...
Oh, God, dude.
Kids are all over.
He's a gamer,
and
man.
Actually, during the time that I was...
He likes anime and he video games and plays Fortnite and Call of Duty. This is prime kill your family material.
That I wasn't working as a nurse, I tried to do the whole Twitch streaming thing.
Oh no, he's a Twitch streamer as well. What was his channel? I know he killed his family, but like, he can't have been that good of a streamer, surely.
I'm sorry.
No.
You have to explain a lot of this to us.
With
It's fine. He streamed on Twitch. He didn't stream on YouTube. Okay, I stream on YouTube, so we're not the same.
Twitch,
all right. Even though I have played Call of Duty a lot and I played Fortnite, and also I stream, and also I like anime.
You got your mic, and then you have your face cam, and then basically people are just watching you play whatever game you're going to say that you're playing.
Okay.
Twitch gaming, buildings, VCs, and virtual reality. Okay, I hate virtual reality.
On virtual reality, it was primarily just Beat Saber, so it's like a rhythm-based game, like Guitar Hero. Apart from that,
this bro murdered his whole family. He's explaining Beat Saber.
We really didn't get into too many.
What is happening? How is this real?
Beat Saber. But I think we had downloaded a few other where it's just like you're going through like a world and you can interact with the world or something like that.
Close with your brother Cody? Let's talk about Cody.
Oh yeah. Me and Cody.
Who's older, you or him?
He is. I'm the youngest one. I'm 29. He's 31. My oldest brother Jason.
No shot. He's 29.
No.
Talk about Cody.
How is he 29?
We decided to go to nursing school together. We decided to go to the nurse anesthesia school together. A lot of people thought that it was weird because we did everything together and because we were so close. But yeah, I mean,
a lot of people understand the bond of brothers. I mean,
yeah,
the true bond if you're close with your brother.
And I mean, during like this whole time, I mean, kind of like with just a few examples I've given you,
I would love if he used past tense to describe his brother because he killed him. So
he'd take care of everything.
Always there for you.
Yeah.
Always there to support you.
Always there. Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, I did love him. He'd be like, what do you mean by did? What do you mean by that?
Ever any issues really with him?
He doesn't know at this point his family's dead.
The last 6 months, it had been a very trying time. He would like have his moments where he would get extremely upset. Like he never gets violent, I guess you could say. But like at one point he got so upset that he like pushed the cabinet and then,
at least one of you don't get violent.
Yeah, I mean, at least with me, he's always been like where he's there for me. Like whatever it takes, regardless of what's happening, I'm gonna take care of it for you.
And you repaid that with a bullet?
My mom has
It must have been a bizarre sight for the detectives to witness, when a man who had just allegedly shot his mother in the back of the head gave a reminiscent smile when she was brought up in the discussion.
She's always been it's kind of like Cody, she's always been the one that focused on me. And
mother was always there, stuck up for him.
Were you
interesting.
Were truly the family baby?
For my mom.
For she's
yeah.
Okay.
For my mom.
Mom's favorite.
Yeah. You know, countless times my dad would like come up to me and he'd make like me feel
Always was
like,
there.
he'd try and use
Yeah, is
things
not is
and
there.
word
Always
things to
was
make
there.
me feel guilty so that I would, you know, do everything that I can, like get a job.
Almost like a motivation.
Right. And he'd tell me time and time again that, you know, you're her favorite. I mean, she would do anything for you.
Such a horrible thing to tell a child. You can't do that. You can't listen. I have a brother. If my parents said you're the favorite, I'd be like, dude, that's fucked up. You can't say that.
I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't need to hear.
Wait, they haven't said that. Does that mean they said it to him? Does that mean they like him more because they haven't said that, didn't say that to me yet? So maybe I should text him and
I
ask
mean,
him.
that's not what would motivate me.
Sure.
But no, with mom, I think we yelled at each other a grand total of like 3 or 4 times my whole life. Never any issues. I mean, it was always, like, if there was somebody that I could talk to and, like, Cody wasn't available, I'd always talk to my mom. I'd always let her know what's going on.
We are using a lot of past tense here. I do realize that that's not necessarily indicative of a person understanding that someone is dead, because you could always say like, oh, I could always talk to my mom. But I feel like if that was still the case, if he knew that she was still alive, he could say, I can always talk to my mom. She is always there for me. Not was, in the past tense.
Yeah, I mean, she would help me out through anything.
Okay. Tell me about Dad.
Dad,
What does he do?
Dad's a pharmacist.
Okay.
He works for CVS. He's been a pharmacist for, I think, 35 years or so. My dad was
Yeah, you know, because you wasted all the savings that you got from it.
like, angry, violent type person. Overbearing, you know, like baseball
His
practice.
relationship with his family is probably over after a failed rehab. That is a good point, to be fair. That is a good point, Lucy.
It'd be like 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can, and we're like 7th to 8th grade trying to catch this stuff.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger. The problem, I guess, was that I was always like the jokester, the one that could calm everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just in the point where it's like, you know, I'm hearing, you know, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. You know, Mom's stressed out with her job. And it's like I'm not doing anything.
When's the last time your dad put his hand?
He really did calm them down. Detectives know about the altercation from Cody's girlfriend. Oh yeah, the brother's girlfriend, and that's how they originally knew that the family was dead in the first place, because the brother's girlfriend phoned the police, and then they went over to see what was going on, because she knew that he was, like, absolutely deranged.
The last time my dad put his hands on me would be...
Applause? That's a terrible caption. Why does it say applause? When he was talking about his dad putting his hands on him. Oh my God.
Kind of the middle of December of 2018.
What happened?
It's because, you know, with all the money that had been getting spent and...
Just to be clear, the CAM model has not yet been brought up in the discussion. The money being spent, in this context, would simply be his living expenses.
I guess just a mix of everything that I've been saying, just kind of boiling up in him. And the fact that to him, it seemed like I wasn't concerned about it. So, and then plus I was, you know, I wasn't acting like myself with the jovialness and, you know, all that kind of stuff.
He wasn't jovial because he was planning a murder.
My father chose to
It's hard to be jovial
admit
then.
me to like a depression or an addiction clinic or something like that in Fort Lauderdale called Cornerstone.
Yeah, something like that, mate. Something like that.
That was December 22nd.
Okay.
Until I think January 4th.
Did you agree to go?
I didn't, but they said that, you know, this was your only...
Who said?
My dad.
Okay.
And that was in Fort Lauderdale?
How do you get someone to go to a clinic like
your
that?
mom agree
If
with
they
it?
don't want to go, then they don't go, right? I mean, how do you make someone go
My
to someone
mom
like
and
that?
my brother both agreed, but it was
Maybe-
my dad who was like the iron fist, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, you know, he can't...
Why did he say you needed to go? What was his reasoning?
Because with the way that I was acting, he didn't see that I was doing anything for, like, the positive. You know, and a lot of it just came back to money with him.
Well, yeah, because you spent his life savings, so I would be a little upset as well.
He would, like, allow me to spend money that he had, like, with his credit card or something like that. But it's like then whenever I did, it was, like, a huge problem.
Okay, so you had...
Yeah, what do you mean it's... Then it would be like a huge problem. I don't understand. You just worked 30 years for it. I mean, he's probably got like another 30 years left at least. You can do it again.
Yeah.
And what were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is...
V-Bucks.
Over the past...
Yeah, I was buying the Mr. Beast
4 months
skin
or
on
something like
Fortnite.
that. I've been talking to this woman online.
Who's she?
She's as embarrassing as it is. She's a cam model.
A what?
A
Oh,
cam
here it
model.
comes.
All right.
Here it comes.
Just like all the videos, you have to tell us.
A cam model, it's like it's like a virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay. Where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria?
Where's that?
Over in Europe. It's like
Okay.
outside of Germany.
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
No.
Yeah, he should know.
It wasn't that serious.
So
Okay.
what would you give her money for?
It wasn't that
Um,
serious? Yeah, because she wasn't your girlfriend, bro. She was a cam model that you gave hundreds of thousands of dollars to. This is like peak oiler. This is insane. Imagine that. Of course you didn't go and see her. You wouldn't be allowed
For,
to.
like, the time online with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You weren't
So
talking
it's
to a
like that
girl.
type of thing.
You weren't in a relationship.
$600 for like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night. So I mean that's basically just where all the costs went to was.
$600 for 5,000 tokens, which then redeems for 4 hours a night. How does the conversion work
You
on
pay
this?
real money for the tokens, then you use the company's digital currency for that.
So you do that, and when did you meet her?
I met her at the beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Beginning of July, like this year? So wait, the time frame is between July and January, which is when this is taking place right now. January. You spent $200,000 in 6
So,
months?
yeah, I mean, more just on Twitter,
Okay.
just through direct messaging. Again,
Twitter,
cell phone
the
service
source of
doesn't
all
work, so
evil.
I can't use the chatting like that.
How much do you think you spent on this? Because it seems kind of pricey.
Yeah, probably close to
Wait, does he know how much?
like $200,000.
Ooh, a little bit more than that, buds.
$200,000. And
You've-
where did the money come from?
Money
You've
came
kind of
from
underdone
me,
that a bit.
My brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was going to?
They didn't know that it was going to a cam model.
What did you
I
tell
was
them?
saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming.
What? You said it was going towards Twitch streaming? Did you say you were gonna buy a $100,000 PC or something like that?
Yeah, like advertising, like putting my name out.
Oh yeah, advertising. Yeah, I'm buying ads on TikTok for my Twitch stream. Bro, what kind of excuse is that?
That type of thing. So I guess to bring it all back with why I was brought to Cornerstone.
This guy better have been the
it was
greatest streamer of all
a
time.
mix
I've never even
all
heard of him.
Those things. It's like he felt like, he felt like.
You need to be grounded.
Yeah. And
You needed to be grounded? You're 29 years old, fella.
Psychiatrist and all that stuff. I didn't need any medications for anything. They had analyzed it as, this is an isolated event. You've been out of work. You have this PTSD from the whole getting arrested thing. And I mean, the last thing on my record was, I think, a speeding ticket back when I was at UCF. They had signed me up, I think, to be there for 60 days, but then I was only there until January 4th. So
Who paid for that?
my brother, Cody,
What was the cost of that, do you know?
$15,000.
So their final diagnosis...
That was the rehab, was it?
That I was
No.
fine. That
Didn't need to be there.
Yeah, that I was fine. I told them all about my living situation and how it had been stressful, and then it got better, and then now it's just stressful again. But they had all just said that it was just this isolated
Just
event.
situational PTSD from.
Right. When I got back,
Damn.
that's
His
where my dad
parents-
started to get really kind of.
I'm not one to be like, you need to be more of a stern parent. I think that, some nice loving, supportive parentship is good, but clearly whatever they did didn't work.
Overbearing, and I mean rightfully so. I know what I did, but it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day. Hours a day. He'd come home from work, and then he would just.
He is 3 years
talk
older than I am.
about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have, a heated conversation?
It would be Thursday?
It'll probably be like yesterday when I shot him.
Because
2 days ago, the day of the murders, he's just admitted to having a heated conversation with his dad the day that they were killed.
one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to. But I guess you could say behind the scenes, my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter.
What? No, why would the mom do that? Why would the mom let her do that? Let him do that? I don't understand. Why would you do that? Oh my god, that is so deranged. You're 29 years
So
old.
anyways, on Thursday, he had apparently found out that I was
Okay, why did he shoot the mom though? Like, she seemed to be like helping them out. I don't know.
speaking to her again. You know, it wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then
just
because
kinda
there was,
happened.
like, that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me. Like,
There was an emotional connection. I felt a lot of love towards her. She felt a lot of disgust towards me, but also a lot of dependency because of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I'd spent on already, and she didn't want to like not get the money anymore. So, you know, there was a bit of a heated emotional connection. She loved me. I mean, the money.
I like, you know, it felt like a relationship. You know, I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it.
So
No, you should have stopped.
You're home all day
Yes.
with your mom. Like, she works at home.
Correct. Yes.
Your dad's at work. What's his normal work hours?
He works until I think he had to go in early that day because he had to start like doing overtime or something like that. And he normally works though from like 5 or 6 in the morning to I think he gets home between like 5:30 and 6 at night or something like that.
What time did you get home that day?
He got home at like 5:30, and then he came in and then he asked me in a calmer state, I guess you could say, like basically the leading question of, you know, why do you think we're about to have this conversation? Giving me, I guess, that opportunity to be honest and truthful, to maybe tone it down a little bit.
Right. And I responded by capping him in the
I,
forehead.
of course, did what I always did, where I kind of didn't admit to it.
A little bit of
and then
lying.
He came out and he told me that I had been doing that.
He had proof.
Yeah.
Have an argument?
Yeah. He kind of, you know, pulled me up from the couch, and then he was yelling at me to pack my shit up and just get out of the house. That he was the one who had to be the hammer, and that, you know, why am I making him have to go through this? And all.
Honestly, valid.
Okay.
Listen, if this guy's like 17 years old, it's like, oh man, you know, he's young, he makes mistakes. Valid. But a lot of mistakes, a very big mistake. But you are 29 years old, man. You have no right to still live in your parents' house at 29 years old, okay? I moved out when I was 18. And I don't think everyone should move out when they're really young. And I think, really, you should stay and live with your parents for as long as they want you to live there and you want to live there and you both have the kind of capability of doing so. It's a lot cheaper. It's way cheaper. And, you know, you can hang out with your family, you get free foods. It's much better. You should stay with your parents. But at 29 years of age, when you constantly lie and waste their money, you're gonna get kicked out. That's just what happens.
You know, taking it out to the car, it took me like a couple hours to get as much as I could, just kind of out into there. So I left. And then
What time do you think you left about?
oh god, 9 or 9:30 or so.
Wait, when
He
did
goes
they
on
die?
to state that he met up with his brother soon after on the side of the road.
And what was the conversation?
Conversation was basically that he was brought up to speed, you know, and that he would take care of it.
He was brought up to speed by what?
This is Grant attempting to frame his brother for a double murder-suicide. You will see this quote brought up repeatedly from this point forward.
He was
What? He would take care of it, implying that he would kill his parents and then just murder himself? What a crazy statement to make. Wow,
brought up to
that's
speed
insane.
on, like,
He's trying to throw his
why
brother under the
why
bus.
I'm out here.
Who brought him up to speed?
My mom.
Oh, so she talked to him.
Yeah.
He told you that mom had talked to him.
Right.
Do you think that's why Cody left work?
According to Grant, Cody had left work a few hours early to meet up with him on the side of the road. Cody had indeed left work early, yet it wasn't to meet up with Grant. It was later proven that while Margaret Amato was sitting at the computer sipping on a glass of red wine, Grant shot her in the back of the head. He then lay in wait for his father to return to the house, then shot him twice in the head as he entered the kitchen. Cody
Oh,
then
God.
received a text from his father's number, asking him to come home urgently. Forensics believed that he was very likely pleading for his life soon after he entered the front door. He was found by police with a gunshot wound to the face, lying in the fetal position. His credit card...
Oh my god! What the how are people capable of this? These people raised you, man. I know that not everyone has the best relationship with their family, but how can you just annihilate people that you've known your entire life like that? How can you shoot them in the back of the head? How can you text your brother and say, come home immediately? Why did you text the brother? The brother wasn't there in the first place. What does killing your brother even achieve in this situation? Oh, because he's trying to frame them. He's trying to flame them. But he had enough foresight to think, I'm gonna frame my brother in this situation, but didn't have enough foresight to say, why am I being arrested when he was in the police
was
car?
Stolen, with a purchase made to a campsite for $600 and estimated 30 minutes later.
I mean...
Oh my god, he murdered his entire family and thought, job well done. As a little treat, a little bit of campsite time as a treat.
I was just thinking...
Because I worked really hard today.
I off work early like three times already this week, so
10,
I was just like...
10, 15 minutes you talk to Cody.
Right.
You have a conversation, and he leaves to go home.
Right.
And you leave to go where?
And then I stay in that general area just so that if anything happens, somebody like knows where I am. Yeah, I mean, I was staying in that general area.
Stay in that general area? What does that mean? Did he just like go? Did he just like walk west for a mile or something and just sit down like, I'm gonna stay in the general area just so in case anything happens to me? What does that mean?
He just referred to the public supermarket parking lot. This is where he used the free Wi-Fi to log on to the campsite with his dead brother's credit card.
Which was about what time?
He did it in a car park. Little campsite in the car park as a treat.
Like between like midnight and 1, I think. Yeah.
And you go to Publix midnight 1, and how long did you stay there till?
I stayed there until like 7.
Drives around, gets food, checks into hotel, and goes to sleep after a hard day's work. Jesus Christ.
Slept there last night? Talked to anybody?
I messaged the girl that I'd been talking to on Twitter.
Yeah. On Twitter, so you have to pay for it.
Right.
Did she respond back to you?
I think once.
The discussion is then brought back to his...
Did she respond back to you? Once. Dude, I almost want to see these tweets. I want to see, or maybe it was a direct message actually. If those tweets are around, like I'm kind of curious. I want to see what is he saying? What is in the mind frame of someone who's just killed their family? They're like, I'm gonna go on Twitter and tweet at my girlfriend who's online in Lisbon, Bulgaria.
His last meeting with
He's
Cody.
not actually my girlfriend.
And then when you left Cody, what did he say he was going to go do?
Cody said that he will take care of it.
Take care of what?
Just the situation that was at hand with whatever he had been updated with from my mom.
Did he tell you what he was updated?
He had told me the reason why like I had been kicked out. But he really didn't give me that much dialogue like about that situation. You know, he was miffed a little bit because, you know, he had just gotten off work and now he has to go deal with this.
But what was your demeanor? Like, what did Cody see you as? Like, were you
like scared?
upset?
Yeah, I was scared because, I mean, like I said, it's the first time that I had been out of the house.
It's the first time that he'd murdered his entire family, you know. It's quite normal to be a little bit afraid when you murder your entire family.
We've come and talked to you.
Okay.
You rode up here voluntarily with us to talk to us.
And the whole time, he has not asked why he is even there in the first place. We are 2 hours and 12 minutes into this interview, and he hasn't even been told why he's there.
The detective will now initiate the first confrontation.
Why do you think we're having this conversation?
Exactly! Why do you think that you're here?
I honestly don't know, but I'm
But you didn't ask! Why would you not
freaked
ask?
out at this point because,
Oh, down. Okay.
you know, it's, I mean, I know, like, how the situation was when I left.
You're now about to see the lead interrogator's attempt at getting Grant to confess, in a manner so blatantly obvious that the suspect immediately sees through it.
Okay, here we go.
We're told the truth always is the best thing to do, correct?
Correct.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
And accidents happen, and things in the heat of the moment, things happen that we wish hadn't happened. But I do it myself sometimes. My kids will make me so aggravated, I'll snap at them and then walk away and say, wow, I wish I would not have done that. That was not very adult of me to snap at my child for something. Yes, they're wrong, but I should be the adult and not snap at them.
Right.
Tell me what you think, because I can tell I've done this for a long, long time, and I read people, the way they act, and the way
Did you just try and get him to confess to a murder by saying, accidents happen, we agree, right? We have to handle this in a mature and adult way. Don't you agree? We shouldn't handle this in a childlike way. I do it sometimes too. Don't you make mistakes? Did you make a mistake? Did you tell me what you think about making mistakes and us doing it? Because I make mistakes. Do you make mistakes sometimes? Because I make mistakes. What did you?
They talk to me and the way they answer questions. There's something you want to tell us. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your body language, and just the way you act. Now's the time. Now's the time. If there's something you want to get off your chest and give us an explanation of what's bothering you, now is the exact time to do it. And
has this worked for him before?
That opportunity right now to tell me something you want to get off your chest. It's there.
Dude, he just should have sat down and be like, did you do murder? Did you do murder?
Facing to
That
your
you
eyes.
kept out about that night.
You're upset about. You've been that since we've talked to you. I can see there's something been bothering you. Even though I don't know you from Adam's house, can't you see things in people that something's really bothering this guy? It's not that, I spent a bunch of money I shouldn't have on.
He is not moved. He's just staring at him like, what? Do you think I'm just going to admit to it? Like, you just think I'm going to give you that for free?
Girl.
You got to work for it, man.
It's
You have to work a little bit harder for
Money
it.
to be made back. Something's bothering you.
I'm just worried about what is all transpiring from this.
I think at this point right now, to be honest with you, Grant, you know what it is.
You know what it is?
It's in your eyes. Your eyes is
Jeez, it is. My God.
And it's in your eyes.
Stop. Oh, stop, dude.
It sounds stupid, and people don't
Listen
believe
to
it.
the editing.
Like I told you out there in the car, did I not tell you? You may not like what I say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth every time, because I can walk in front of anybody in God and say, I don't care. I told him the truth.
And we usually know answers before we ask it.
Right.
Me and Eva knew everything before we asked you the questions. Now's the time to come to Jesus, be honest, because you're holding something
Come
back
to
in
Jesus?
your eyes. People don't believe
Bro, buddy,
that
that's
police
not-
will help you.
that's not
but
gonna help.
We are actually here to help you with.
Bro, oh, come on, that's cap. You know it is. Dude, we're actually here to help you. I didn't realize they were allowed to lie in the interrogation chamber. What's up with that? No, we're actually here to help you, dude. I really want to help you. That's what I want to do. The thing that I want to do the most here is help you. They're not there to help you. Do you think these two people are there because we need to help this man? I actually thought you weren't allowed to lie. I guess that's not true.
Issues you may have. I think something happened.
They're obviously allowed to lie. What the?
You don't
That
wanna
doesn't
tell
seem
us.
right.
But right now,
I
it's
guess,
time to
yeah.
keep your chest.
Fuck, I don't know why I thought you weren't allowed to lie. Yeah, they're here to help him go to jail.
And I really wish you would, because it will make you feel better in the end.
I
Why did you
genuinely
think
don't
that?
have anything else that I can say
I don't know.
about the night or the periods of time afterwards.
There's
Well, then they could just say, like, we have camera footage of you shooting your family in the face. They could say that? They're allowed to say that? Oh, my days.
There's only one opportunity to make that good impression. And if we've done something we shouldn't have done, you fess up there. You caught your hand in a cookie jar.
Detective Dan's approach here
He's
is so
treating him like a
incredibly
child.
outdated and predictable that it actually seems to boost the suspect's confidence. It's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. He'll begin
He's literally treating him like a child. If someone's treating me like a child, I would think that they're an idiot. And I genuinely would feel more confident in that situation because they're looking at me like I'm a kid. And I'm like, if you're treating me like a child, that means you think that I'm dumb. And I know I'm smarter than a child, which boosts my confidence.
stumbling over his own words while simultaneously mixing up his analogies, which never made a great deal of sense to begin with.
You do it. Now,
Was there anything else that happened at the house that you didn't tell us, that you've left out, or we haven't asked you, that would be of importance? Or during the time that you drove around for those few hours? Did you ever really go back to the house that you haven't told us?
Yeah, he just got a text on his phone. It's the investigator outside watching this saying, what the fuck are you doing? Stop messing this up. And he's like, oh no, sorry, Jesus Christ.
You'll also notice the female detective interject with something useful every now and then. But unfortunately, she's not the one leading this interrogation. That would be the detective who keeps bringing up Jesus, to a guy who just murdered his family to go jerk off in a parking lot to a Bulgarian tan model.
I know things that
Oh
you
my
don't
god,
know.
this is so ridiculous. What is he doing? This guy is completely deranged. You can't reason with this person like he goes to church. Don't we all want to make it right in front of Jesus at the end of the day? The other guy's sitting at the end of the table like, no, I don't care about that. Why would I care about? No, what are you talking about?
Honesty will get you all the things I could do for you, to be honest. I can't deal with someone who lies to me,
Right.
but I'll deal with someone and help them till the end, no matter what, believe it or not. That's just me, and she'll tell you. It's what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say if I can do something that can help you, I'm going to help you, because every one of us make mistakes and do things we shouldn't have done in the heat of the moment to protect ourselves or to protect somebody else. It happens.
This is the kind of conversation you have with a 5-year-old that like accidentally kicked their dog. What is going on?
Now is the time.
So what do you think?
I'm very, it's what it is. He said that. He said, I'm very, it's what it is.
I think
What do you think
that
happened?
was something that obviously happened at the house.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with honesty.
We think something else happened before you left the home. That you're
Dude killed his family, and the detective's like, it is what it is.
either afraid of or embarrassed.
He's been doing this for a very long time. It's never worked, but he's been doing it for a long time.
Exactly what happened, because like Danny said, we can place you there at certain times. And so we need to know what happened before you left that house, because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly, I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean, I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved? Like what brought us to that?
Aren't you curious as to why you're being interrogated right now? Aren't you curious? Wouldn't you like to know why you were brought into a police precinct?
No.
Once you start
Okay, fine. That's fine. No, you don't want to know. That's
telling
okay.
me something that's truthful that I know, then we're going to have a conversation of exactly what happened.
I mean, you're a smart guy. You know something's happened.
No,
at
he's
your home.
not.
You have law enforcement here. You haven't heard or gotten any
Well,
emails.
I
from
mean,
your family.
I'm just scared as to what the answer is.
Well, you need to help yourself
Really?
by filling in the blanks of what happened that night, so we can give you the answer. Did anything more happen with you and your father besides him grabbing you up from the couch and yelling at you and kicking you out? Anything at all? Did he harm you, hit you,
No.
draw any weapons on you?
No. He didn't do anything like that.
I like how the female detective is just kind of like taking the reins of this interrogation, and Baldy McThumb over here has just shut down completely because he realized that he's completely buggered it and he's not going to get any information out of the guy.
This is the time to come to Jesus, to be honest.
Bro, he's still doing the Jesus thing. Where are they interrogating him? Like the middle of the Bible Belt? What is this?
I'm looking in your eyes.
He killed his family. He doesn't care about Jesus.
You are hurting inside. I get it. Brother, I get it. You're hurting.
And this is the
You're
only
scared.
time we can help you.
Because once we get to a certain point, there's nothing I can do. It's in the hands of who has it. Nothing I can do.
Brother, this Jesus thing does not work on anyone that does not
Always
believe in
the
God.
best Policy. You get caught stealing a car. You admit to it. I did it. How can I get help? What can be done to help me? And let me tell you the rest of my story. You're holding back.
There is no reason for him to say anything else. In this situation, he knows that he's in the best possible position by not saying anything else about the situation. What he should do is be like, I want to get a lawyer, because obviously that's what a smart person would do, but he's an idiot. So he's working with the 2 brain cells that he's got. He's rubbing the 2 brain cells together, and he's thinking they have nothing right now, or they don't think they have anything, or maybe they do have something, but they don't have a whole lot they can use against me. There's no reason for me to say anything else.
Something happened that you were defending yourself, then we need to know that. If you were protecting yourself because you were in fear, then that makes sense. But we need to know exactly what happened for you to protect yourself.
You can't minimize this. Once a wise man told me one time, once a bomb goes off, you can't defuse it.
The detective's wise man friend was clearly a specialist in nuclear fusion, yet most people would already comprehend that a bomb can no longer be defused once it has exploded.
A wise man taught me that once a bomb goes off, you can't defuse it. Wow. True wisdom from that man.
That's already out there. Now is the point to say, how do I put Band-Aids on myself to minimize the injuries I have? And we're giving you that opportunity. I want to give you the opportunity. I don't think you're a bad guy at all. I really don't.
The male detective will now for some reason focus on Grant's flaws and the overwhelming embarrassment of the cam girl situation, which is basically the exact opposite of what he should be doing. He seems to get confused about what he's trying to achieve here. He carries a sympathetic tone while essentially roasting the ever-loving shit out of the suspect.
Oh, here we go.
I think you're going through a very stressful and emotional time right now with being out of work and just dealing with all the problems with the arrest. You're probably not used to depending on somebody to pay all your bills. So now you have to do mom and dad or have to give you money. Cody's having to give you money. And there's a significant debt to people. $200,000, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, mortgage, yeah, I get it, or something like that, or a medical bill for my child, yeah, I get it. But talking to
That's crazy. He actually gave more money to this cam girl than I spent buying my house.
some girl, in Bulgaria, you hit it right on the head. You were embarrassed about it, and you have nothing to be embarrassed about. Here it is, man. I want to help you. She want to help you. You gotta come to me with the truth now, because I already know the truth.
And I'm whoopsie-daisy. I'm telling you right now, you gotta come to you with the truth. Have you thought about Jesus? A wise Jesus once told me that if you put your hands in the cookie jar, you can't defuse the bomb. What do you think to
Go
that?
back to the house. There's a reason why you haven't tried to reach out. I mean, it's
I wanna
odd
help.
you haven't heard from anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's words that like I can't think of to even say. Like I don't know how to even say the words.
Well, give me a roundabout what you're thinking.
That somebody in my family's dead.
And how does that make you feel if you're thinking that?
How does that make you feel?
No
Emotions.
ability to comprehend the words, because like I said, I've been there for my whole entire life, and even though there's been struggles and everything like that.
And
there
how
have
does that
never
make
been
you
any
feel?
issues.
There's never been the struggles or the issues like happened Thursday. Never for you. I believe you 100%. I believe it's never been like that. But something happened Thursday, unlike anything you've ever
This is such a weird time for a jingle like that.
experienced in 29 years of your life. Never.
And maybe you felt that was rock bottom for you. You were getting kicked out of the house. Your father gave you an ultimatum. I mean, that's...
The female detective will now carry out what the male detective was probably trying to do a few minutes ago. She will afford him justifications for the crime, making the gravity of admission less intimidating.
You're already dealing with...
Yeah, I don't know why. Did he just get mad and start roasting him because he's mad? He's like, this guy didn't admit to the crime. Yeah, it probably sucks to be in so much debt and have no friends and have no job and get arrested and you're balding and your Twitch career sucks and your stream's bad and you're drug addict and you have to pay a woman to speak to you. So let's talk about Jesus now.
And, now you have to stop talking to this girl, and now you're being kicked out of the home. I mean, I can understand how you would feel. I mean, that you'd want to lash out, or, if something happened, you'd want to defend yourself.
Sure. Absolutely.
But we need to know what happened.
I mean, I can tell that you guys are like leading me into a certain way of like.
They're so bad at this. Dude, you're getting called out by a 29-year-old man-child that spent $200,000 on a cam model from Bulgaria. That he's doing the police work right now.
The only thing we're leading you to is wanting to get the truth from you. Not trying to make
The only thing we're leading you to is
something
Jesus.
that's not true, that's not accurate. The truth, the end. That's it. That's all we want is the absolute truth.
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about what transpired during the nighttime.
So when you left your house, everybody was fine.
Yeah,
And when you left Cody,
everything was fine.
well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work. Can you tell us what we found?
No, the only thing that I was told was that Cody would take care of it for me. And that's all that I know.
So if anything happened in the home, to bring law enforcement there, what would you think happened?
There was a fight of some kind.
That
That's what I
there
would say.
was a shooting.
Oh, whoa! Why would there be a shooting? Why would there be a shooting? For someone to be called to a house, I would say, oh, maybe there was a fight of some kind. Maybe there was an altercation. Maybe Cody had a brawl with Daddy. Why would there be a shooting? Why jump immediately to that? There's lots of ways that you can get called to a house, even a stabbing or a fireworking or a... They didn't say anything about that.
Between whom?
I don't know.
Why would you say
Cody
shooting?
and my dad.
And why would you think that?
To protect me, or to help me, or to do something with me.
A little bit self-centered, Mr. Main Character.
So you're telling me you did not shoot Cody,
No.
your father, or your mother?
No.
They're so
I mean,
bad
I don't
at this.
know like,
I
what
don't
more I can
understand.
say.
Well, when law enforcement arrived, that's what they found. So you're the only outstanding child. You're the one that's been having problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days.
Okay, they're not going to get anything out of him now. Like, he's just going to completely shut down now. I mean, not to be a armchair detective over here, but they should have started from the beginning, kind of easing it and massaging him into, oh, you know, if something happened, it would be completely understandable for you to, you know, have an altercation or something like that. Now that they revealed, I mean, he already knew because he did it, that the family's dead, that he has absolutely no reason to, he shouldn't even say anything more. He should have stopped this interrogation 2.5 hours ago. Now, definitely should stop it now.
Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be saying, like, all, like...
I know, we're doing armchair detectiving. I know. It's easy to do this kind of thing from home. Obviously, it's not easy to do it in person. I understand that. But it's also very interesting. It's just entertaining to make fun of the guy over here that keeps doing the Jesus comparison.
I don't know the way to... I don't...
He's getting so many
I don't
texts.
know, like, what to even
The
say.
supervisor is
So
like,
if
stop
anything
it. Stop
happened
this
in the
right
home,
now.
You believe it would be Cody and him?
Yes. Because I was... I mean,
Why would he say anything different?
I don't have, you know, access to anything.
He's not just going to turn around and be like, so if anything happened in the home, you think it was be Cody and your father? He's not going to turn around and be like, oh no, it was actually me. I shot them the whole time.
We know
Oh no, I just remembered.
that Cody didn't shoot your dad. We know Cody didn't shoot your mom. We know Cody didn't shoot himself. There's something...
And you still haven't asked us the
That-
condition of them or anything.
That's because I mean, I don't know what the normal proceedings are, but
The normal proceedings are for you to be honest about what happened.
And then we help you understand everything that's going on from here on out, of what our responsibilities are.
And we don't believe you're being honest. We feel that you are leaving something out about what happened in that home. And the evidence tells us what happened in the home. But you need to fill in the blanks.
The suspect's composure was finally starting to slip. This was the perfect moment to draw out the silence to see how he'd respond to the pressure.
Oh.
Here's my hand for honesty.
What does he do? What is he doing? He said, this is the perfect time to draw out the silence, to build the pressure. And the Baldy McEgg is like, here, take my hand. We can be friends and honest together. If we hold hands, we can... Dude, she just left. She just left. She was like, absolutely no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. This is ridiculous.
I'm an honest guy. I'm going to be honest. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to be honest to the very last day.
She's
that I
scuppered.
agree with you. And then when this investigation continues, I'll go on to the next person and be honest with them. I can only do so much.
What? Oh, she's back.
Honesty.
So what are you not telling us? What happened?
He keeps getting texts, and he looks at them immediately. He's definitely getting yelled at. There's no way he's not getting yelled at by a supervisor. There has to be someone else listening to this conversation right now. Please, someone, hit the red button. Jump in. You gotta save this. You gotta save this interrogation.
That home that you know. Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that?
Oh God, are they showing him pictures?
Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother?
Damn,
Is that
they're
how
just
you left
throwing
the
it down.
family?
They're sick. They're rage quitting right now.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody else went into that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family? If you were trying to defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now.
The female detective does an excellent job at affording him the option to admit to a lesser infraction, which in this case is self-defense. She provides the option while simultaneously building pressure. It's a textbook maneuver, and she does it very well.
I swear to God, if Egg Boy over here immediately follows up with, we need you to be honest. Come to Jesus right now, just be honest. You gotta be honest, brother. You gotta be honest, and I'm always honest. Let me tell you, I'll always be honest with you. And when during this investigation, I'll always be honest. If he comes in with any of that, I'm gonna lose my mind.
To help you.
Come on. Don't say anything. Don't say anything, Ed Boy.
So
Don't.
tell us what happened, Grant.
Oh?
We're here to listen to you.
Grant, you need the truth. We're here to make this
Don't.
right.
Don't.
You got to tell the truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that.
Did your father go
You're
after
saying
you
too
and
much.
you try to
You're
protect
saying too
yourself?
much.
No, I didn't do any of this.
Hey, I know.
Bro,
Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night.
What is
I'm
this?
telling you.
What is this? What is he doing?
People that you'd be surprised who in your
Egg Boy!
neighborhood has video.
What are you doing?
And I know that there's only 4 people was at this house during this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. You got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. Get over that hoop. The video if you're sitting.
Get over that hoop. You gotta get to the top of that hill, okay? You gotta kill Vecna, okay? You gotta kill the Vecna within yourself to get inside the cookie jar and be honest with Jesus. That's what you need to do right now.
No. And video shows something else. Guess what? Big problem. Because it will wind up later on that you can't get any help from anybody. A lot of this, what people make decisions on is honesty. Was somebody honest? Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun.
He's doing the
didn't
honest
fire a gun.
thing.
None of them did. None of them did. Cody did not go home.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
She is trying so hard to get him in a situation where he is trying to say that it was self-defense, guys. Self-defense. She is trying so hard. He is just sitting here like, you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. I love you. I love you, brother. I'll put my hand on your shoulder. I love you. I'll kiss you on the mouth if you just be honest with me. I'll kiss you. I'll give you big kisses. Big kisses on the mouth.
No, there's nothing else that I can say.
Your emotions, your demeanor, your body language, your eyes tell me everything I need to see about you. You want to tell me in the worst way.
You're looking deep in my eyes. You want it in the worst way, don't you?
I mean, there's just nothing else that I can say.
So your dad had told you in the past before that he would kill you?
Right.
For what reason?
He's playing on his phone.
Did anything
He's playing Candy Crush.
Again, costing him a lot of money.
And
Oh yeah, remember I asked if they could lie about video evidence before, and they can't. They just lied about video evidence. Damn,
Cody
that's
knew
insane.
about that.
Right.
So when did you learn that your family was dead?
I had been worried since last night when I was just in the hotel, but I knew when you guys told me. I mean, like, I knew when you guys had told me,
You already knew, though.
but I had...
You already said, you knew.
At any point, did you feel like you needed to reach out to Cody and see if he was okay, or?
Cody is the brother. Cody's the brother that got killed.
didn't want to call anywhere. I just didn't want to know.
We understand your father was abusive, and we understand that he was the asshole. And if he threatened you, that he was going to kill you when you came back, you were probably in fear, were you not?
You were in fear. That's why you had to take action for self-defense. Isn't that right? And then Egg Boy's gonna come up with, you have to be honest. You have to be honest. Let me give you a big kiss in the mouth. Big kiss in the mouth. If you just say it. Just be honest with me. Just give.
So did your brother come home to try and defend you, and then this gunfight happened, and you got so scared that you left?
This version of events would obviously clear Grant of any wrongdoing. The detective is hoping he takes the bait so that he changes his story, and can then be placed under arrest for lying to police.
No, I mean,
Oh.
I had left when I had said that I had left.
Yeah, he is sticking to it. Dude, he's turtled up now. You're not gonna get a single thing out of him now. He's completely turtled up. He's got a shell on. He's got +6 defense. He hit the iron defense, and he's not gonna be taking any more damage.
To get you,
Especially not from Honesty Boy over there.
Because it does not make any logistical sense of what you're telling us. It doesn't. If these two got in a shooting, we would know. We would know they shot each other. We'd know that.
But why mom?
Yeah, why did you shoot the mom? Is it just because she was there at the time? Like, she was doing you a solid.
Like, never experienced before in your life. Never.
Also, why'd you shoot the brother? Man, it seems like he only really had a problem with the dad. And he destroyed the other two just for funsies. I don't know.
Your family's life. He's pissed.
No witnesses?
His future, his retirement, his plans
Cody wasn't even a witness.
are being upset by you because of the financial cost. I would almost bet this is just a horrible, bad incident that on any other day wouldn't happen. But you and me
He's
both
looking
know
at him like, I'm not giving you anything.
what happened that night.
Yeah, Cody was the fall guy. That's right,
I
yeah.
I don't have the answer for anything else.
He's gonna... Watch out, he's gonna hit them with a steel chair!
Okay. This is the last time before I'm gonna walk out and then I'm done. Then I'm done for good. When I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah, when I'm done. And let me tell you, I'm honest as well. I'm honest with Jesus. When I walk out that door, when I go out that door, you see, I'm done. And I'm done. And I'm honest about when I'm done. And I'll tell you, I'll put my hand in the cookie jar, and then I'm done with the cookies. And I'll get myself over the hoop, and then Jesus will forgive me because I'm honest. But I'm honestly going to be done in a second.
I don't have anything else that I can say.
Suspect cannot yet be detained. Bro, no way. They can't detain him?
Do you
No
not feel bad
shot.
for doing this to your family?
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction. And then every day I'm reminded of all the trouble that I had caused, and then I keep being told the same thing over and over again, but there's nothing that I can do to change it.
Do you regret doing this to each one of your family members?
I didn't do that.
Come on! Did they try to get him on like the sneaky Lolo? Do you regret shooting your family members? What? No, I didn't shoot my family. What?
Here, you sit in my seat for a minute.
Sit in
my seat. Get out of it. Here, sit right here. Come here. Sit right here.
That's not yours. Bro, that is
Sit right
literally...
here.
What is he doing? That's not his seat.
The suspect still isn't sitting in his seat.
I love the commentators so much. Oh, I feel bad laughing this much over like a triple murder case. This is so ridiculous. Sometimes you have to laugh at the ridiculousness of life.
You're a guy swimming out in the middle of the ocean, and we're going to give you one of two things based on you. You can have a life preserver,
or you can have an anchor
to keep from drowning, or you get the boat anchor.
I was right. Oh, I predicted him. This is the worst interrogator of all time.
Because we will give you whichever one you ask for.
He's like, which analogy is this?
Preserver, the boat anchor.
He wants the cookie jar. Give him the hoops.
I want the life preserver that I've said everything that I can.
You want it, and I believe you do, but you have not said everything you can say. But there will be a time where you ask for that life preserver. I can't give it to you. I can't. Once I cross a line I gotta step over, can't do it. Won't do it.
I wonder if I think he realizes that even if he, like, if he says nothing, he is in so much of a better position. If he admits anything, they're not here to help him. They're here to, like, put him in the ground, which is fair because he murdered 3 of his family members, and he should be put in the ground. He knows that there's no reason to say anything other than, I don't know what happened. Why would you say anything else? That there's no tactic here.
Think about that.
At this point, they're just wasting their time with this. Unless something turns at the end.
The last life preserver I can give you. Think about it.
The last is like, what is he talking about?
And then we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes.
I got a blue life preserver and a pink one. Which color do you like? Do you like pink more or do you like blue more? I also got a green boat anchor. Which color would you like? Do you like green or do you like pink or blue?
We'll go from there. And what happens is what happens. Fair enough?
Okay, so they leave. He's thinking about it for a bit. He's sitting there looking at the ground.
Okay.
And then someone comes in. Is it
Some
Egg
food,
Boy?
some water.
It is.
You good to stay for a while longer? You okay?
No, it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. Give him some Wendy's.
Okay. I'm not keeping you. If you want to stay, well, I'll talk to you till whatever, till you're happy with everything and you're okay.
Wait, they're gonna let him go? Oh, they have to let him go.
You're not detained. You're not being kept here.
Oh no!
I don't want to be here anymore.
He's just gonna leave?
Give me a minute. We'll get you out.
No!
What
they
we'll
fumbled!
I'll give you my card, my phone number. If you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call me.
I'll give you my card. Yeah, don't give him your credit card though. You know where that's gonna go.
And we'll move forward from there. Fair enough. Any questions of me before I go, or before we walk out?
Listen, I'm not a police detective. I don't know anything about this, right? I'm a dumb idiot. That's all I am. I'm an idiot. Surely, with the situation that has occurred, there was something they could have gotten him on. There's got to be something they could have gotten him on. He stole the credit cards, prints on the gun. Like, where's the gun at? The timing? Like, could they get him on anything?
Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Like, what am I, like, allowed to do?
Live your life.
What? Live your life? They're just gonna let him go. Is he pretending to cry on camera, or is he genuinely starting to feel the aftershocks of murdering his entire family?
Right there at it. Jason's here. It's going to be a few more minutes. What I need to do is just for our investigation, get some pictures of you. We're going to collect your clothing. As soon as that's done, we'll get Jason here to talk to you.
All right.
Wait, brother? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's his brother. Oh, he's hugging the person that killed his entire family. I wonder if Jason knows. Do you think Jason knows? Oh, maybe they told him to go in and be all nice, lovey brother so that they can maybe get in a situation where he'd admit something. Maybe he's using the brother. This is a different brother. This is a different one. This is, that he had two brothers. He killed one of them. He didn't kill the other one.
So, I take it you know what happened. I'm gonna ask you plain out. You are not part of it anyway.
No.
When's the last time you saw everybody?
I left the house between, like, midnight and, like, 12:30.
Repeats what he told detectives, no emotion.
I want to believe you.
Bro, I mean, in a situation, this is your brother, and this is your family, this is your mother, and your father, and the other brother. You're like the last ones left.
But you're the last person that I could put in that house. And I know what happened over the last 6 months. Who else can I blame? How are we gonna find out who did this?
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
The shit you did, you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years.
I know.
And they covered it up for you. I'm scared for you, and I'm scared for myself, and I don't feel comfortable with you being around me alone. I'm sorry. I could.
No, I mean, listen. If he was in that house, he'd be dead as well. That guy, you would have shot him as well. How insane is that?
But if you have a knife or know where a gun is, I'm fucked. I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure. I was told that you would not have access to be able to contact this woman. Why do you feel the intent to still contact her?
It was just the whole emotional thing. I mean, that's all
Okay,
that I can say.
so are you saying that you love the woman?
I feel.
If he starts saying you need to be honest with me, I'm gonna lose it.
Feel like you did, so you don't feel that way now?
Well, I mean, now it's pretty much. You know, I mean, it's not. What
He's wearing a wire. Well, no, he doesn't have to wear a wire. They have microphones in the interrogation room.
Because she's aware of.
Feels so
what
bad for
happened in the last several months.
The other brother, Jason.
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't carry that persona that you carried before. I do love you, though. Just remember that. Just like Mom, Cody, and Dad loved you. Nobody loved you any more or any less.
I would... Dude, going in for a hug like that has to be... Dude, I can't imagine the weight of the emotions on Jason right now. That is heartbreaking. And going in for the hug, having that physical space taken by the person that just murdered your mother, brother, and father. He doesn't know for sure, but he has a pretty good idea that it's him. The police would have told him as well. The police would be like, yeah, we are like 95% sure it was this guy. Oh God, getting a heebie-jeebies from that. That's nasty. I need closure on this. I need to know that they got him. Surely they got him after this. Like maybe they let him go, but then like they got him later on some
Anything
evidence.
else you need to talk about before we let you go?
Oh God.
Now's your time. You know that.
Because this guy can't be free. There's no shot this guy's free.
Once you're out of here, there's no coming back from this. We're giving you every opportunity to tell us what happened in that home that you have not told us.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware that when you leave here, you're not going to have any chance to redeem yourself and tell us the truth after the fact.
I understand.
And you're okay with that. You can live with yourself knowing that you're not going to tell us the truth.
There's no way he's gonna get away with this. No shot.
You ready, man? Yeah. Question for you real quick. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt anybody else. No suicidal thoughts. Okay, come on, bud.
No.
Grant was arrested 9 hours later at his hotel. His trial began on August 12, 2019.
Grant Amato was so obsessed with this woman. You're going to see from the evidence in this case, at 2:53 a.m. on January 25th, after leaving the house that contained the 3 dead bodies of his family, the defendant goes to a nearby Publix parking lot, logs onto their Wi-Fi.
That is the craziest thing. He kills his family, takes the credit card, and just immediately logs onto Publix Wi-Fi to give $600 to his favorite cam girl.
And uses his dead brother's USA checking account to pay $599.99 to get onto Sylvie's website at 3:02 in the morning. That's what this case is about. It's about
That's what the case is about?
Obsession with this woman.
That was all the murders.
The end of the world,
What?
as he believed it to be, because of his
okay.
family.
I thought that was going to go in a
His
different direction.
absolute contempt for those that he held responsible.
Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree premeditated
Yes!
murder.
Grant Amato was sentenced to life
Let's
in prison.
go! Get fucked, Grant! You suck! Oh, I'm so glad they got him. Oh, victory. Victory for the good. Victory for the good. Jesus Christ. Oh, I thought he was gonna get away. I'm so... That interrogation was so bad, but they got him. They got him, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Good ending unlocked.
Without the possibility of parole.
Good. Thanks. That was insane. My God. Well, if you'd like me to watch some more JCS True Crime, let me know.